everybody, I'm on day three of the big pantry cleanup. I never dreamed it would take me so much time, but let me tell you what, I'm doing it right. Organizing everything, putting everything in its place. Today we're working on this big pile of all of these different bulk foods. I want to get the bulk food cleaned up so I can take it off the floor. I'm going to carpet clean once my shelving unit comes. So this is divided into two videos. You've seen day 1, day 2, that was video 1. Now you're going to see day 3 and day 4, and that would be video number 2. But I got this on Amazon and I'm hoping it does the trick. It seems really small, so I'm hoping it's what it says it is. It's one thing when you buy something online, you never know exactly what it's going to be, but we're going to give it a try. So it's these bins like this, and I'm going to put all of my dried goods in them. And they're supposed to stand on their own. Well, we'll see. All right, everybody, here we go. This is a little bit overwhelming. So I'm going to take all of my flour and put it in one of these, and then I'll take the rice and put it in another one, and then I'll make an area and to do it all. Here we go, everybody. Come on, follow me. All the canning jars you see here, they're not going to stay here. This is only here temporary till I get shelving unit. So the reason why I bought these bags, to give it just a little more protection and stuff is not sitting directly on the floor. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put the flour in. The bags are bigger than I thought they would be, but I think it's going to be all right. They were so cheap. They had a sale on them and they were so cheap, and they want like $20 online for storage bins, and I just don't have that kind of money to be spending for something like that. They have really good handles, and it's clear see-through so you can see what you have. So we're going to put all the flour in this one, and then we will zip it shut. Now remember, all this stuff is going to be put away. So we're going to go ahead and put the granola, and then I'm going to label the outside what's in these bags. All right, I don't want to fill them too full, even though I could fill them fuller than that. It's kind of sticking out here. It's going to be pushed back once I have my shelving unit, and then I can clean this area up. Everything else is done in the pantry. Thank the Lord, it's all done. And you guys are right. You know, I do have a lot of food, and I didn't realize it until I really started cleaning out and organizing everything. I have to clean this out, which you're going to see just a little bit here. And then I'll push this back, and then I'll show you what the room looks like totally when I'm done. I'm going to vacuum my floor, and then I'm going to carpet clean it. That way the carpet is all clean for when I put my shelving unit. We are eating out of this pantry. That is the goal, is to eat food out of this pantry. This stuff needs to be consumed first, and then I have another pantry which is more like my root crops, like potatoes and onions and apples. So that's not a whole lot of canned stuff, but I'm so thankful I got it done. It took me a lot longer than I thought I would do, I didn't realize it was so much of a chore. But I cleaned and organized everything that you see above my head. I did all of that, cleaned and organized everything. I want to put other labels on, but I did everything. So I did everything, and I can see the finish line. And that's one thing I learned, is the older we get, the more overwhelmed we can be when we have a large project. But if we break it down into days, and so I focused on one part of the room for one day and didn't stop until it was done. Then I focused on another part of the room the next day, and I kept going and going and going until finally I can see the finish line. And it is overwhelming when you have so much to do and it's one person, but if you break it down in small areas. And what I did is I wrote down on a paper, I wrote down area number 1, and I call them hot spots. So hot spot number 1, where it just needs to get cleaned up, number 2, number 3, number 4, and before you know it, on the 4th day, everything is done. So this is day 3. I'm going to carpet clean, and then in just a minute, you're going to see day 4, everything finished. And then we can go on to other things, because this has just begun in reclaiming my life back. My life has been on a standstill for 1 year, and I knew it was, and I knew it was getting to the point where I had to do something with my life, and I had to get myself back up on my feet, so to speak, and just really take stock of my life, internally and externally, what I have around me. And I hope that this inspires somebody. I hope this inspires somebody to just take baby steps in reclaiming your life back. All right, everybody, I'll see you in just a little bit, and that will be day 4. And this is the official last day of cleaning out 3 years of food. And I cannot be happier. I tell you, there's so many wide range of emotions. It was frustration, overwhelming, and now it's just, I feel like so much is off my shoulders having this done. I learned a lot through this process. See, my process is not finished yet. You're going to see more and more and more videos of me cleaning out things. But this process here taught me so much about myself and about how quickly things can become overwhelming because we allow it to be. I have my shelving unit. I'm going to put my shelves up, and then we're going to put the jars that's way over here on the floor, all of these jars off the floor on my shelf, and then I have all of this floor space. I can actually walk in here, look around, and know what I have. I don't think I shared with anybody, but I took all the older stock and brought it front, and the newer stock took it back. That way I know this whole year, everything that we eat is going to be of the oldest stock. Preferably, you want to do this every year. And I was really good at this for a couple years. Then all of a sudden, well, life got overwhelming for me. There's a lot of things that happened in my life in the last couple months that I never dreamed would happen. And so for me, life kind of stood standstill. I was focused on making my videos, and by the time my videos were made and uploaded, I really didn't have much time to work about things in my personal life when it comes to organization. So everyone, let's get the shelving unit up. Let's put all these jars here, and I can actually finish something once and for all. Just want to say a thumbs up for this product, because it's heavier than I thought it was. It's really reasonable priced on Amazon, and I also will share that with you all in the link below in case somebody's interested in it. But it's a lot heavier, it's a lot bigger, and I got 2 of them, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna have room to put the other one in. But let's get this one out and let's get working on it. So to be extra safe with this shelf, because it's not made for canning jars, I'm only gonna put my pint canning jars in here. So the pint jars will be fine. I've used a lot of cheaper shelving units, and it works fine with my canning stuff, as long as your heavy stuff is on the bottom and not on the top. Shelving units are so extremely expensive because I was pricing them, and I forget what I paid for this one, but it was like maybe $30. I totally forget. I'll share with you in the link. But for what I want it for, this would be perfect. The bottom shelf, I'm gonna put all of my leftover flour. I'm gonna try to make as much room as I possibly can. Well, everyone, the pantry is finished. I'm going to take you a 360-degree look at my pantry. Now I have room in here. I can make videos for different scenery and atmosphere when I'm making them. Every cupboard, every jar, every inch of space in this room has been cleaned thoroughly. A carpet cleaned as well. Everything on the shelf has to be used up first. This is the oldest of my products. But there you go, everyone. Hopefully somebody can notice a big difference, because it sure is nice for me. Now I know exactly what I have and what I don't need. I hope this gave somebody some inspiration, because there's nothing quite as nice as feeling like you accomplished something that took you forever to do. I have the cover on top of those dry goods that I want to use up first. So I want to use up what's in those bags first. And so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. In case you missed my other videos, this is week 3 and week 4. Here's some more I hope you enjoy.